All right. Call halal, Abanawa Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. That's all praise to the Heavenly Father. The name is only begotten Son. For the world ignorant to call Jesus Christ. His real name is Yahweh Shah. The Father's name is Yahweh. This lesson, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to take my time with this lesson. It is very serious. It's critical. So I know how this could offend Israel. I know that. So I'm going to take my time with this lesson because it needs to be given with care. This one needs to be given with care, all right? Everybody knows that the circumcision law is the sign of the covenant. Everybody knows that. And people who aren't circumcised, it's a shame upon you. You know what I mean? Coming from the Israelite culture, that is our culture. And I just want to just be a brother and give this lesson because nobody ever says what circumcision really is, what it's about, and how it can help you in your life if you have it, and how if you don't have it, it's not your fault. It's your parents' fault. Nobody ever says anything like that. So I'm gonna try to do my best to get this lesson. It's it is a serious lesson. It's a serious lesson. All right. The first scripture, I'm gonna just go note for note on this. I don't want to go out. I don't want to go astray because I don't want to like say something that the lesson does not provide. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go to 1 Corinthians 7th chapter, the 18th verse. All right. Is any man called being circumcised? Let him not become uncircumcised. Is any called in uncircumcision? Let him not be circumcised. Circumcision is nothing, and uncircumcision is nothing but the keeping of the commandments of God. Let every man abide in the same calling where he was called. I'm going to 24. Art thou called being a servant? Care not for it. But if thou mayest be made free, use it rather. For he that is called in the Lord, being a servant, is the Lord's free man. Likewise, also he that is called being free is Christ's servant. Ye are bought with a price. Be not ye servants of men. Brethren, let every man wherein he is called, therein abide with God. I read this precept to let you know that Paul gave this lesson. I'm just reiterating it. You know what I mean? I'm reiterating it because a lot of people have issues with Paul. A lot of people don't look at Paul as the apostle that he is. He's one of the greatest apostles, even though he is the least of the apostles. That's the humble side he took. But if you really truly look at it, Paul was knocked down in the book of Acts, the 9th chapter, by Christ, giving a mission that was so radical for him to go and bring back us who were in a Gentile state of mind. We gotta love Paul more than what we treat him like, man. Like the things that Paul does is what we do every day. When we go out, we tell Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians that they are the children of the Bible, whether you go to the street corners or whether you go to the grocery store and talk to the man at aisle 7, talk to the sister at aisle 6. You know what I'm saying? We do the same thing. Knowing that we're going to go talk to somebody who doesn't know that they Israel, break it down to them, give them the laws, do this, do that, and do this, because that's what we're sent out to do. We're supposed to go and feed the sheep in the highways and hedges. Paul is the best example that we will ever have to see doing that mission. We got to stop not accepting the lessons that Paul gives as Israelites. It's shameful when we don't accept it. It's very shameful. I'm going to go to the book of Genesis. I'm going to 17 and 12. Scroll back up. I'm to Genesis 17 and 12. I'm sticking to these notes. I am sticking to these notes because I don't want to go off. I know how this is going to sound. I know how this is going to sound. And he that is 8 days old shall be circumcised among you, every man child in your generations, he that is born in your house or bought with money of any stranger, which is not of thy seed. I want, man, please let that be known. Every man will be circumcised. Every man will be circumcised in the kingdom. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? That's the kingdom. You feel me? Of every man obeying, being under the subjugation of the laws of the Most High. That's just what it is. That is just what it is, man. It's not nothing more, nothing less, all right? Nothing more, nothing less. But this law right here, and he that is 8 days old, once you pass the 8th day, you can never keep this law again. Can't. Any man who was not circumcised on the 8th day cannot keep this law again. And it's not the baby's fault. I want you to understand something. A baby cannot circumcise himself. An infant cannot circumcise himself. His parents has to do that. Please understand. His parents has to circumcise him. He cannot do it himself. So whose sin is on that? Who gets that sin? The baby or the parents? It's not that child's fault. All right. Can we admit that? Can we be like, you know what? I ain't never really thought about that. Oh man, you not circumcised? Yeah, his parents didn't circumcise him. His parents were in a heathenistic mindset, just like we all are, and did not circumcise his child with the thought process that we're Israelites and we keep the laws of God, and this is the custom that child will be raised in. That's what the circumcision law is about, to identify that you keep the custom, that you're an Israelite, that you're following under the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, and now we know that is your mindset because your parents raised you like that. Think about it. If you're in a heathen state of mind, your mindset is like everybody else's. So when you go to school, you go to work, you go to the fair, you go to the game or whatever, and everybody has on Christmas gear in the spirit of Christmas, and you're not, they be like, what the hell is wrong with you? What culture was you raised in? That's a sign that you abide by the laws of this world. The God of this world, Satan. It's a sign. But if you are circumcised, that's a sign that you abide by the laws of the Most High. That's what circumcision is, just a sign. Coming out of a heathenistic mindset, we got to understand that you can never keep this law. He that is 8 days old shall be circumcised among you. Not the 9th day, not the 10th day, not the 11th day. If you're in the truth right now, and you tell somebody, you got to go get circumcised, brother. That's just it. That's what the laws of God say. If you got tattoos on you, let's make this across the board. If you got tattoos on you, go get them removed. Go get them removed. Before you tell that brother you must be circumcised, you go get rid of your tattoos, because they both keeping of the law. What we have been, what we have done is on us. That we are marked by our sins. We are. I'm telling you, when a brother comes back and he's not circumcised, that is his heathenistic state of mind that his parents had, and now he has, because that's the culture he was raised in. That brother needs to have the ability and the grace to come back and serve the Lord. All right, if he's circumcised or not circumcised, because that was not his fault and he can't keep that law. It has to be done on the 8th day. All right. Now, can anybody go and be circumcised after the 8th day? Yeah, but that law still was broken. I pray I'm making sense. All right. Let's see. I'm going to show and give an example of this. It says, we cannot do this. Our parents must keep this law for us. I'm going to give an example. Let's do that. Exodus, the 2nd chapter. We're going to the 21st word, the 21st verse. All right. It says, and Moses was content to dwell with the man, and he gave Moses Zipporah his daughter, and she bare him a son, and he called his name Gershom. For he said, I have been a stranger in a strange land. And it came to pass at that time that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Israel sighed in reason of a bondage, and they cried, and their cry came up unto God by reason of the bondage. When am I going to this? I'm going to 25. And God heard their groaning, and God remembered his covenant with Abraham and with Isaac and with Jacob. And God looked upon the children of Israel, and God had respect unto them. I want to go right here. I'm showing that he had the child, respecting unto Israel, all that good stuff. And I'm going to go into Exodus, the 4th chapter, 25th verse, because this is the child that he had. Let me see, making sure that I'm not skipping nothing. Like I say, I want to make sure that I go with the notes. I'm going to Exodus, 4th chapter, 25. 4 and 25. He had his son Gershom. And then when he had his son Gershom, then Zipporah took a sharp stone and cut off the foreskin of her son and cast it at his feet and said, surely a bloody husband art thou to me. If you don't do this, if you don't like go and circumcise your kid or your child, I don't want to say kid because kid means goat, but I'm talking in the colloquial sense of where we are now. I'm gonna say kid. Kid means a human being, not a goat, not a baby animal. All right. So if you don't circumcise your kid, you like you're a bloody man. He was called a bloody man because his wife circumcised his son. He didn't. You understand what I'm saying? Like you have till the 8th day to do it. She did that. Now, am I saying Moses was wrong or something like that? No, I'm not saying Moses was wrong, but his wife did it. So I'm saying like you gotta circumcise your kid. Your kid cannot circumcise himself. It's all up to the parent to do that. So let him go. Then she said, a bloody husband thou art because of the circumcision. We got to do this. Parents have to do this, not the child. Not the child. Don't blame that brother that did not get circumcised. Don't blame him. Blame our heathenistic mindset. Keep going on these notes. I'm not going to go away from the notes. Point number 2. After the 8th day, man was still circumcised. Got to show that. Let's go there. After the 8th day, man was still circumcised. I'm going to go to Joshua. I'm going to verse 5. I'm in chapter 5, Salaki. Chapter 5, verse 2. We're going to 8. Okay. Let's see. Joshua, boom. At that time, the Lord said unto Joshua, make these sharp knives and circumcise again the children of Israel the 2nd time. Okay. There's nothing. I'm not saying you cannot get circumcised after the 8th day, but that 8th day law of circumcision was broken. You need that sign. This sign shows that you are keeping the customs, you're keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, and you have an Israelite state of mind, not a heathenistic one. That's what the sign is for. Joshua made him sharp knives and circumcised the children of Israel at the heel of the foreskin. And this is the cause why Joshua did circumcise all the people that came out of Egypt that were males, even all the men of war, died in the wilderness, by the way, after they came out of Egypt. Now, all the people that came out were circumcised, but all the people that were born in the wilderness, by the way, as they came forth out of Egypt, them had they not circumcised. Okay, them they had not circumcised. This law was broken. Why? Why we gotta be so bitch made? That's the word I want to use. Not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, not doing what the Father say. Why we gotta be like this? When you're not circumcised, you're just deliberately not keeping the laws of God. Deliberately. When we was in the wilderness, we made a golden calf with Aaron. Made a golden calf. Said we murmured against the Lord, talking about we want to go back to Egypt. It was better there. We had fish and we had bison and stuff. And you know what I mean? We had food. We didn't want to eat the angels' food, the manna in the wilderness. No, we wanted to go back to Egypt and eat we are never grateful to the Most High. And the moment we don't circumcise our children, you know what we're doing? Man, we don't believe in that. We don't believe in that guy. We ain't raising that kid in that manner. We don't believe in that. They ain't doing what he said. That's all that's it. That's all that is. To do something deliberately against what a commandment says or what the advice is or what the leadership says, you're just deliberately saying, I don't believe in you. I ain't doing what you say. People that don't believe in Paul, what they do, they wear hats when they teach or some shit like that. Deliberately, not because you got I am bald. I'm ashamed of my baldness. So that's why I cut holes from all my hats, keep my crown exposed, all of that, just so I can do what Paul says. I can do what Paul says because that's me saying, okay, I listen to you. I'm taking what you're saying authoritatively. I'm not going to sit here and just deliberately, man, I ain't doing what you say. That's breaking the law, statutes, and commandments is just that. I mean, I ain't doing that, man. Fuck you tell me that I can't commit adultery. Man, the girl want to give me something, I'm going to take it. Man, shit, who you going to tell me that I got to circumcise my son on the 8th day, man? Who the fuck is you? I'm not doing. That's what we're doing right here. All it is to just show your disobedience. Every time you break the law of God, you just saying, I don't care what you have to say to me. That's all breaking the law is. Sometimes we got to make this shit simple. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what you tell me I can't eat pork. I'm eating that pork. Oh, I'm eating that pork, man. Fuck you. That's how you talking to the Most High when you break his commandments. There's no other way to say it. We keep going. Verse 6. Where am I going? I'm going to verse 8. For the children of Israel walked 40 years in the wilderness till all the people that were men of war, which came out of Egypt, were consumed, because they obeyed not the voice of the Lord, until whom the Lord sware that he would not show them the land which the Lord sware unto their fathers, that he would give us a land that floweth with milk and honey. Because of their disobedience, they didn't make it to the promised land. All right. The Lord said he was going to put them in there, wander them around for 40 years. Moses didn't make it because of our disobedience made him so frustrated he struck a rock in a manner in which he was not supposed to. And he couldn't make it to it because of us and our wicked asses, man. Can you imagine how frustrated you got to be to do something when you're so great? You're so great. Like Moses was great, all right? Great, one of the greatest of us all. To where you get so frustrated with your own people, you don't make it to the promised land. And we gotta have that you got having patience, fruits of the spirit. We gotta have that. You gotta have that because you can do something that can bar you from the kingdom, man. Because Israel can frustrate you so much. Israel can frustrate you so much, man. Try to stay patient. Try to stay humble. Stay your ass in this thing, man. Stay your ass in this thing. And be gracious to those who are coming in. And that's what this circumcision lesson is about. To be gracious to those who are coming in, because we're all worthy of death. Every last one of us. We shouldn't be able to keep the Passover. I know you got to be circumcised to keep the Passover. I know that. But we shouldn't be able to keep the Passover because you committed adultery. You broke the Sabbath day. You did that. You're worthy of death. Why? You should be dead. Therefore, thus and such, you shouldn't be able to keep the Passover because you shouldn't even be alive to keep it. Don't bar a brother from keeping the Passover because his parents didn't circumcise him. Let him come back to his culture. Let him come back and keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. All right. There was we had a Passover in Sakari, and I'm ashamed that I even I was in Sakari with everybody knowing I did not believe in their doctrine. I just wanted to be a brother and go out to the street corners and read the Bible and be somebody that got somebody to stop smoking weed, committing adultery, getting marked up with tattoos, going to put usury on brothers, not putting battlements on their house so that the elders, when they come up in there, they don't fall and break their necks, not letting their dogs run around rampant on the street corners, giving people rabies and stuff like that, because the Bible tells you can't do that either. I wanted to be a servant of the Most High, so that's where I went to just try to do that. But we had a Passover, and they read the book of Exodus, the 12th chapter, which I agree with. All right. And they made every brother that was not circumcised stand up and leave and said, y'all can't eat the Passover with us. However, the leader, Adonis, or Gorilla Hebrew, or whatever his crip name is now, since he wants to be a Hoover, under Gumby and all that bullshit. That's bullshit, man. He's getting plowed in his ass eating the Passover. He even killed the lamb that we ate. But he get to eat the Passover and keep the day. But the brother that's uncircumcised, that's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, can't eat the Passover. You got to make that make sense to me. Let your brothers come back and keep the Bible and do what it say. You cannot go back and circumcise himself on the 8th day. He can't do it. But he can keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, though, because we all are worthy to be able to repent because of Christ. Stop with this letter of the law, man. The law is perfect. But you doing that letter of the law, you cannot come back. You got to give yourself wiggle room to come back and be perfect. Oh, that brother got tattoos on. He ain't keeping the law. I am keeping the laws of the Most High. I didn't know about this. This was in my ignorance. Now I'm here. Yes, I'm marked up with my sins, but I'm going to show you the creature that I am now. Circumcision ain't nothing, man. Let your brothers come back, man. And the children whom he raised up in their stead, them Joshua circumcised, but they were uncircumcised because they had not circumcised them by the way. I'm going to go into verse 8. Boom. And it came to pass when they had done circumcising all the people, they abode in their places in the camp till they were whole. When it says till they were whole, these individuals were healing. They was getting their strength back, because that is a painful procedure. All right. If you accidentally like even flick you know what I mean? That's the most painful shit. Like as a man, that shit hurts. All right. That it hurts. If you ever fell off your bike, you was a little boy, you ever fell off your bike, man, y'all know what I'm talking about. That shit hurt. Imagine taking a knife and just, I can imagine the soreness of this. All right. So if a brother is not compelled to do so, he's not breaking the law. He's not keeping the law, because that law has already been broken. I pray you understand. I pray you understand what I'm saying, man. Like, it's already been broken, man. If I go and I remove these bitch ass tattoos I got, I've already broken this law. I'm just repenting from it and never doing it again. It's on me. I'm going back. Okay, so now I said, any man can be pricked to do this or not, because circumcision is up to that man, because we can never keep the law after the 8th day. I gave you that in the book of Genesis, the 17th chapter, the 12th verse. I'm going to give it to you in the book of Leviticus, That's where we come in. We get our laws, statutes, and commandments written on stones. So now I'm going to read that law. Leviticus 12th chapter says, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, if a woman have conceived seed and born a man child, then she shall be unclean 7 days. According to the days of the separation of her infirmity shall she be unclean. Unclean. Unclean is using the word sin. It does use the word sin for unclean in the Bible, but being unclean from giving birth, sisters, you're not sinning, okay? It's just it's a way to let you know, hey, you need to be separated, so that way you can go through your healing process, your cleansing process, all of that. Because what's coming out of you, we don't want no diseases spreading throughout Israel, period. None. You could have got an infection. You could have, like childbirth is serious. Like anything can happen. So you could have got an infection, or the baby got to be, make sure the baby's good, all that. So you're going to be in your separation for that moment. Sisters, you're not in sin for bringing forth children. That's how you're saved. I think it said you'll be saved through childbearing. All right. So our job is to preach. Your job is to produce our offspring as we implant them into you. Like that's everybody got a job. All right. That's y'all's job. It's a painful one too, but that's y'all's job. Our job is painful too, to go out on the highways and byways and teach the children. Oh my goodness, that job is so painful. But y'all's job is agonizing. I understand that, and I thank you, sisters, for doing that. Thank you so much. The water. All right. Verse 3. And in the 8th day, the flesh of his foreskin shall be circumcised. In the 8th day. Whose responsibility is this? The woman, the man. The woman and the man. They're going to take their child up. Bam. Circumcision. That's how this thing works. It's the parent's obligation, not the child. The child don't even know how to speak, how to eat, how to, the only thing he's looking for is milk. Milk. He can't even, what did it say? Meat belongs to those who are well studied. But who should I teach doctrine? Those who are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. This individual is 8 days old, man. Like, he can't circumcise himself, all right? All right. Let's see. I'm going to go to Galatians, the 2nd chapter now, to talk about, I think I'm about to talk about Titus. We're going to talk about Titus. Make sure I get this right. Galatians. I'm going to go to. All right. Then 14 years after I went up again to Jerusalem with Barnabas and took Titus with me also. And I went up by revelation and communicated unto them, Salakia. And I went up by revelation and communicated unto them that gospel which I preach among the Gentiles, but privately to them which were of reputation, lest any means I should run or had run in vain. Now let's talk about this first. Because sometimes we read things and we don't try to get the meaning immediately. We kind of we read it, we just kind of gloss over it. This brother went and communicated what he's preaching to the Gentiles, to leadership. The Gentiles is us. Deacon, I think his real name is Marco, but I just want him to call him bitch. But I'm gonna call him his name, Marco. All right, Marco, and his man, Marco and Hassad, man. They put a stain on us. Like when we gave it 2000, I think we gave it, what was it? We gave a prophecy or something, and the elders messed up, and it's that stain is on us. Like, man, y'all the ones that said y'all gonna do the prophesying and woody whoop, and the prophecy didn't come to pass. That's Deuteronomy 13th chapter. It is Deuteronomy 13. Like it just bam. Now, but we learned the lesson from that. We don't never say anything definite no more. We don't know. It could be tomorrow. It could not be tomorrow. We don't know, but we're looking. We say stuff like that now, so that way we don't be false prophets. Them niggas embarrassed the fuck out of us, man. So I gotta say this: the Gentiles that Paul went to go and preach to was us coming out of a Gentile state of mind. That's us. Us, Israelites, blacks, Hispanic. For you to even call yourself a black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian is how you know you're a Gentile. That's how you know that. Because you're not calling yourself Benjamin, Reuben, Gad, Manasseh, Levi, Judah. You're not doing none of that. Naphtali. We don't say Naphtali and Asher enough. You know, we don't get it. We don't say Naphtali and Asher enough, man. You know what I'm saying? Those are great. Those are great tribes. Them brothers is amazing. All right. I met a couple of them. They are amazing, man. I love them brothers, man. But anyway, I went up by revelation and communicated unto them that gospel which I preach among the Gentiles, but privately to them, privately to them, which were of reputation. These brothers are in high standards. These by any means I should run or had run in vain. So I want to show you Paul, because there's a lot of people who don't admire this man the way he should be admired. We admire brothers who can read Paul's letters, read Paul's instructions, and then start telling us, well, Paul was wrong here. Paul was wrong there. He didn't do this right. I wouldn't have said that. I would have said this. Like, damn. Fuck is you? You should be reading his letters to get corrected, not look to correct him as you read his letters. That's ass backwards. But I want to show you. I'm going to show you something in Sirach. I think y'all respect that. I think y'all respect Sirach because, you know, Sirach it sounds good. That don't mean you're going to do it. There's brothers out there that'll say, the scriptures say not to even drink with another man's wife or tarry with her with wine or something like that. And they'll say, well, that was just good advice. Oh, it's advice now, huh? It ain't what you can and cannot do. I cannot drink with another man's wife. I will never drink with another man's wife. I'm a man. I'm a fucking man. You're a fucking man. Do you know what you're going to be thinking about when you start drinking with that woman? Come on, man. She has breasts. I know she's another man's wife. I know that. Nigga, that don't mean my attack goes off because I know it's another. I pray you understand what I'm saying. That don't mean it's going to go off because it's another man's wife. That's why I'm not going to do it, because I'm going to say something slick. I know I'm going to say something slick. I know it. You drinking, you having a good time. You know, wooty whoop. Man, sis, I always thought you was beautiful, man. Man, you know, you start saying shit. Don't drink with another man's wife. It's what the scripture, it's what Sirach says. And it's not advice. I love my brothers, man, but y'all some irritating ass people. Y'all so fucking irritating, man. I understand Moses, but I will pray that you motherfuckers will never bar me from the kingdom. I love that lesson. I appreciate that lesson. Because damn, you motherfuckers would. Sirach, 39th chapter. We're going to the 7th verse. All right. I'm going to read. I really want to read the whole thing. I'm going to start at verse 1, if y'all don't mind. Because I pray that people do watch this. I pray that people do watch this. I've been saying, ain't nobody going to watch this channel. I say that all the time. That's like a defense mechanism for being afraid that somebody won't really watch. I want this to go out. I believe this lesson is needed. I want this to go out. I pray the Lord puts it out. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecy. This is Paul. He keeps the customs of his fathers. All right. You might call it a heresy, is what he said, right? Like he keeps that. He believes in this Bible, in all the prophets, all the law, and he meditates on therefore. He was a Pharisee. He will keep the sayings of the renowned men and will end where subtle parables are. He will be there also. He's going back, reading Elijah, reading Amos, reading Jeremiah, reading Moses. He's reading Nehemiah, Ezra. He's reading all the prophets, the renowned men. These are the renowned men. Obadiah. These are the renowned men, because these were the leaders of us, like our prophets, our leaders, Samuel, that type of thing. He's going back, reading it, and then getting the parables of Christ. I was with the man 14 days. I knew not. And now he's giving you the lessons that he meditated in all of his life. This is Paul, man. Let's keep going. He will seek out the secrets of the grave sentences and be conversant in dark parables. He can. I dare not make myself for that number. That's Paul breaking it down like, hey, listen, man. I pray we get saved. I dare not make myself for that number, but I got to fight. There's a war going on within my members. There's another law. Like he's giving you the breakdowns of how to come out of a Gentile state of mind, how to fight your flesh. Just accept it, and then you'll be able to fight your flesh. He shall serve among great men and appear before princes. The same thing he did. He went to the man of reputation. He will travel through strange countries, giving you the laws, statutes, and commandments. Going here, going there, preaching to his brothers, talking to them, doing whatever he got to do to get this word out. This is Paul, man. He have tried the good and the evil among men. He persecuted the church as a Pharisee, trying the evil. Now he's trying the good, coming to preach and represent Christ. He's done both. You understand? Like, you got to be able to have gone through something to show people how to come out of something. You don't got to go through everything to know how to come out of something. I'm talking about you had to I had to learn how to ride a bike. I fell. I scraped my leg. I hit my arm or whatever. All right, I learned that. Put a helmet on before you go out there, because you're going to fall. How you know I'm going to fall? Because I fell. So you're going to fall. Put a helmet on. Let's make sure we protect you. Hey, let's put some training wheels on. Now you ain't got to fall now, all right? Once you get done with these training wheels, we'll take them off. You still might fall because you got to still practice. But we're going to go ahead and put that helmet on. We're going to put some elbow pads on. Put some knee pads on, all right? You know what I mean? We're going to make sure that you're going to be as safe as possible when you go out here to try to do this, because somebody already did it first. Accept the lessons. You got to go through stuff to be able to teach how to come out of stuff. Experience is really what they call it. Let's make this thing practical. Let's make this thing something we could use and stop making it be so mysterious and deep breakdowns and all that shit, man. No, we need this Bible to correct us. Not to try to have, I'm the greatest teacher, I got the best breakdowns and all that shit, man. Stop disrespecting the men in this book. And stop telling your brothers they got to do this, they got to do that, they got to do that, and they got to do this. Keep the laws of the Most High. And the ones that have a date on it, like circumcision, come on, man. Let's get that brother some grace. It's not his fault. Got to keep saying that. Let's keep going. I'm going to, I want to make sure I'm sticking to this. I'm going to verse 9, okay? He will give his heart to resort early to the Lord that made him, and will pray before the Most High, and will open his mouth in prayer and make supplication for his sins. Paul, why does thou kick against the pricks? I didn't know, Lord. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you was a judge. I should not rebel against the gods. I'll shut my mouth. This is Paul. When the great Lord will, he shall be filled with the spirit of understanding, and he shall pour out wise sentences and give thanks unto the Lord in his prayer. He shall direct his counsel and knowledge, and in his secrets shall he meditate. Paul thinks about this. He'd be like, man, you know what? I know I got to go out there and teach these brothers to come back to law, statutes, and commandments. I know I got to say things that brothers is going to be offended by. So let me make sure I go up in here and I let them know what's going on. I got to let them know what I'm getting ready to say. Let them know why I'm teaching what I'm teaching. That way they can all understand. Because I don't want them to think that I'm misleading the people. This is Paul. I love that brother, man. I love that brother Paul. I'm trying to tell you. I love this brother, man. He is the one that teaches us how to come out and live in this Gentile world, in this heathenistic place. We need Paul. He shall show forth that which he have learned and shall glory in the law of the covenant of the Lord. Keep going. And I think it's the last one. Verse 9. I'm going to verse 9. Cool. Many shall commend his understanding, and so long as the world endureth, it shall not be blotted out. His memorial shall not depart away, and his name shall live from generation to generation. Paul's letters made it. Made it. Right here. Made it. Generation to generation. Where the fuck are your letters? Where the fuck are you in this Bible? This man made it in here. Ruth made it in here. Daniel made it in here. Elijah made it in here. Susanna made it in here. Esther, Judith. Come on, man. Stop crapping on our source. Stop crapping on brothers when they try to come back and there's things that's in this Bible we disobeyed. Okay, we did. Now we're trying to come back and get our culture back. That is a process. Y'all act like everything is like for brothers that don't believe we in the new covenant. Y'all, it's a process. We got to do this. It's step by step. We got a new covenant yet because it's a process. Brother, the moment you confess you're an Israelite, you're back. Is it a process that you gotta cleanse yourself up with? Yeah. Hey, I'm an Israelite. I know I'm an Israelite. Let me go study now. You're an Israelite now. You keep the words of the Most High. That simple. Yeah, you're gonna pick up things as you go on and go on and go on and go forth, but you're an Israelite now. You keep the law, statutes, and commandments, and let that be what it is. And then when he reads, if he's uncircumcised, 8th day, you're like, damn, I can never keep this law. And we gotta be like, you're right, brother. You can't. If you want to get circumcised, get circumcised. It's okay. Joshua, the 5th chapter, can help you out with that, brother, if you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, it's all right. It is what it is. That's a hard task, brother. It's a hard task right there. I do not recommend you go in your bathroom and go get the sharpest knife you can find and slice your shit. I don't recommend you do that. I recommend you go to the doctor if you're going to do it. That's what I recommend. I don't want you to get no infections. I don't want them to, be a brother. I don't know what else to say about that, man. Y'all niggas is weird as hell when brothers want to come back and keep this Bible. Brothers be weird, man. Keep the laws of the Most High, because that is where we find our life. That is that you find Christ in the law. You find how you love your woman in the law, how you love your brother in the law, how you love the Most High, everything. That was your parents' fault while you're uncircumcised, brother. Be moving on, all right? It should be that simple. It should be that damn simple, man. It's moving on. I'm going back. I'm going to I'm going back to Galatians. I'm going back to Galatians because I got to show that in Galatians. So I was at Galatians, the 2nd chapter, and then we're going to talk about, I think we're talking about Titus. Yes. So, okay, boom. But neither Titus, so it says, but neither Titus, who was with me, being a Greek, was compelled to be circumcised. So Titus was not compelled to be circumcised. You understand what I'm saying? Like a brother can read this and be like, hey man, I can't keep this law. My parents fucked me over. And I'm not about to go through that pain right now. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to go and get cut with the knife. I don't want to do it. It is what it is. Like, and Richard, guess what? Okay. Hey man, go get your tattoos removed, man. Nah, brother, I'm not going in there to go let them poke at my flesh and get this ink out of my skin. I'm all right, man. I'm not doing that. How many have y'all done that? How many of y'all have removed y'all tattoos? Some of y'all covered. How many of y'all remove y'all tattoos, man? Before you can tell a brother go get circumcised, you got to go remove your tattoos. That's really what it is. It's like, oh man, damn, I wasn't supposed to do that. Damn, you know what? I'll never get another tattoo again. But I mean, this shit on me though. That's circumcision. I'm telling y'all, man, like it's that simple. That simple. When you're coming out this shit, it's that simple. You can never unmarry that whore. You married her, and that was adultery. You can't undo that. Even though you went to the shower, you washed. Lord willing, you escape no diseases. But you can never unscrew that woman. You did it. Sure did. You're a new creature now, though. So you never do it again. And you stay with the woman you're with until death do y'all part. I know I just said something you probably don't like, but that's the truth. You do not divorce unless it be for fornication. So you stay with them until you die. And you be a good husband, be a good wife. Be that. Don't take advantage of somebody because you know they're never leaving. You take advantage of them because they are never leaving. I mean, I'm taking advantage of this. I'm about to love you so much. Ooh-wee. Love my wife. I love my wife. And I don't think we've been married 14 years now. 14 years. And it ain't enough. It ain't been enough time. Love that woman so much, man. It ain't been enough time. All right. I need about 80 more years with that woman. That's the best person I've ever met in my life, man. I pray you can feel the same about yours. All right. But neither Titus, who was with me, being a Greek, was compelled to be circumcised. Titus is a Greek in his mind. He's a heathen in his mind. Coming out of this. He's coming out. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Paul is the best person for this lesson. To get you to come out of your Gentile state of mind while being in a heathenistic culture. To come back and be an Israelite. We need Paul. Titus wasn't compelled to do this. He wasn't. But we got another brother. Let's go down to Acts 20. Is it Acts? Wait a minute. Let me go to. I want to go to Acts 16 because we got another brother. And I'm gonna go back up to these notes. Right after I pull this, I'm gonna go back to this note right here. I'm gonna pull this. We got another brother in Acts. Then came he to Deborah of Lystra, and behold, a certain disciple was there named Timotheus. Ooh, the son of a certain woman, which was a Jewish. Now, a Jewish. She knows the culture. She knows the culture. But even though she's a Jewish, she married a man that has a Greek mindset. I pray you understand. It's like if a sister right now, she learns she's an Israelite. I'm trying to make this practical. She learns she's an Israelite, and then she marries a brother that is in Egyptology. She knows she's an Israelite, but marries a brother that's in Egyptology, and then they have a child. They have a son. And he say, you know what, you married me, you knew what I was when you married me. I ain't circumcising him, and you ain't circumcising him. What's she gonna do? That she can go secretly try to get it done, or she can go whatever. But if she like respecting her husband and like I'm listening to you, whatever, it ain't gonna happen on the 8th day. All right. Which was a Jewish and believed, but his father was a Greek or a heathenistic mindset. His father's an Israelite. Stop playing with me. Which was reported of by the brethren that were at Lystra and Iconium. Him would Paul have to go forth. Go forth with him and took him and circumcised him because of the Jews which were in those quarters, for they knew all that his father was a Greek. Greek mindset. Kappa Alpha Psi and Sigma Gamma Rho and Kappa or Omegas and Q dogs, all that bullshit. Yeah, your father was. My daddy's a Greek. Shit, that nigga's a Kappa. Hey, I love this Bible, man. My daddy's a fucking. I never thought about that. My daddy's a Greek. That nigga's a Kappa. Lord in Christ, man. I love the Most High, man. But my mama believes she's a Christian, even though my daddy's a Greek. I mean, it's you need Paul, man. You need him. It's just so obvious. After you kind of like take the I'm the man off of you, and you really start thinking like, okay, what are these brothers trying to teach me? What are these brothers trying to get me to do and understand how I can come back and serve the Father? Because the Father is he's a terrible power. When you come to serve it, you need to know the instructions when you come to serve, all right? You can't just put the desk together and look at it and eyeball it and be like, okay, this is how you put the desk together. No, you got to read them instructions, because if you mess up, that desk will fall on you. Like, anyway, man. I love this Bible so much. Man. But Timothy was compelled to do this, and he did it because of the Jews. He didn't do it because it says it in Genesis 17th chapter, Leviticus 12th chapter. He did it because of the Jews. He wanted to be like, hey, I got to go around these niggas. They're going to be asking me questions. Fuck it, I'll just do it. Ain't that deep. Because he can't keep that law on the 8th day. Pray you understand what I'm saying to you. If you do it, you do it. If you don't do it, you don't do it. But are you not committing adultery? Are you keeping the Sabbath day? Are you keeping the feast? Are you like not putting usury on your brother? You put, like I said, I like that Battleman one, because that Battleman one, a lot of people don't bring that out. Are you not suffering a witch to live? You know what I mean? Are you not muzzling your ox? Or if you got a watchdog, are you making sure that watchdog, he got treats and stuff because he's protecting your house? Are you making sure you're keeping the law, statutes, and commandments? Because that circumcision law wasn't on you. I don't need to put that. I'm gonna keep going because it's already been an hour almost. All right. 1 Corinthians, the 7th chapter. I'm going back there. I'm trying my best to stay with these notes. 1 Corinthians 7th chapter. This is a serious lesson. I know it's a serious lesson, and I'm not trying to make you break the laws of God. I'm not. You already broke it. If you're uncircumcised on the 8th day, you already broke it. I'm not trying to make you break the laws of God. I'm trying to get you to get it out of your conscience that you're wicked as fuck. You're not. Your parents were supposed to circumcise you. If you did not get circumcised on the 8th day, it is your parents' fault. Verse 18. Is any man called being circumcised? Let him not become uncircumcised. Is any called in uncircumcision? Let him not be circumcised. Because either one of the motherfuckers, verse 19, circumcision is nothing and uncircumcision is nothing but the keeping of the commandments of God. Hey, man, you know what? I circumcised my kid on the 8th day. I don't want to say that because I don't want to make it all praise to the Most High. All right. Hey, I circumcised my kid. Then you, like, just how they did it in Isaiah, the 1st chapter, when they talk about bring no more vain oblations to me. Yeah, I brought a sacrifice here. Here's a sacrifice. Hey, here's my sacrifice right here. Boom. Okay, cool. Yeah, I kept the Passover. I was there at the congregation. And all that time, you just wicked as you wicked as who knows how much you wicked. You filthy, horrible person. You're a horrible person, but yeah, you kept the circumcision law. Hey, putting fringes on is keeping the law. But you kind of pull your pants down, commit adultery, slide your fringes back up. Like, it's nothing. Like, putting fringes on is nothing if you ain't keeping the laws of the Most High. It means nothing. If you're not being a brother, it means nothing. I'm going to show you how. I'm going to a precept now to show you how circumcision is nothing. And it's you can be circumcised and be wicked, and you can be uncircumcised and be wicked. It don't matter. I'm gonna show you. It's I think I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'll praise to the Most High. I hope this helps somebody. I really do, man. I pray it does. I'm going to Second Ezra, first chapter. I'm gonna go in the first chapter. Yep, first chapter, verse 26. Let me go into 37. It's a little bit of reading on this because I want you to see it. I want you to see it. I don't want to be in context. Whensoever ye shall call upon me, I will not hear you. For ye have defiled your hands with blood, and your feet are swift to commit manslaughter. You have not, as it were, forsaken me, but your own selves, saith the Lord. You haven't forsaken the Most High because you want to go against him. You forsake yourself. Because the Most High don't need these laws, statutes, and commandments. You do. There's whores are not in his kingdom. They're in yours. Murderers are not in his kingdom. They're in yours. You need these laws so that you can live. The Most High lives forever. He ain't worried about nothing. But this is for you, the laws, statutes, and commandments. Verse 28. Thus saith the Almighty Lord, have I not prayed you as fathers and sons, as a mother her daughters, and a nurse her young babes, that ye would be my people, and I should be your God, that ye would be my children, and I should be your father? I gather you together as a hen gathereth her chicks under her wings. But now, what shall I do unto you? I will cast you out from my face. Get the fuck away from me, you motherfuckers that want to keep breaking my laws, keep telling me you don't care, keep telling me that you want to die, because if you don't keep my laws, you're gonna die. So you want to die? Get out of my face. You're nothing to me. You don't want to live. Love the Most High, man. Love the Most High. When you offer unto me, I will turn my face from you. For your solemn feast days, your new moons, and your circumcisions have I forsaken. This is right here. Circumcision is nothing but keeping of the law. The new moon is nothing but keeping of the law. The feast days are nothing but keeping of the law. But if you're doing it with a sincere heart, now your feast days mean something. You understand? Well, when I say his feast days that you're keeping for him means something. The circumcision that you're keeping for him means something. The new moon you keep it for him means something. When you're keeping it with a contrite spirit and a mind that is clear and sincere, serving the Most High God. If you're just trying to cut brothers and make up doctrines and show just how wise you are, I don't give a fuck about none of your wisdom if you still fucking white women. I don't give a shit about none of your wisdom if you say you want to be a priest, but when it's time to be a priest, you're not a priest. Fuck you. That's how I feel. Straight up. The Bible say don't drink and teach the Bible, but I can drink and teach the Bible. I'm not from Aaron, but give me your tithes. That lesson's coming out next, man. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do a lesson on everybody want to be a priest till it's time to be a priest, man. That lesson needs to come out. That lesson needs to come out. All praise to the Most High. Keep going. 32. Am I done? Am I done here? I'm going to 37. I sent unto you my servant, the prophets, whom you have taken and slain and torn their bodies in pieces, whose blood I will require of your hands, saith the Lord. We tear Paul's letters up, spiritually speaking. We tear Paul's letters up into pieces. That will be required of you. Does that matter to you, though? Like, probably don't. It probably don't matter to you. Thus said the Almighty Lord, your house is desolate. I will cast you out as the wind doeth stubble. And your children shall not be fruitful, for they have despised my commandment and done the thing that is evil before me. Your house will I give to a people that shall come, which have not heard of me, yet shall believe me, to whom I have shown no signs, yet they shall do that I have commanded them. We are those children. My mother, my father, no, they did not keep the law, statutes, and commandments. No, probably yours didn't either. I pray that they did. I pray everybody keeps the law, statutes, and commandments. But we're those children who did not see the Red Sea get split. We did not see like a handkerchief fall and a man was healed. We did not see somebody get put in the river Jordan and then come out and be able to walk. We didn't see Christ say, rise, take thy bed and walk. We didn't see none of that. But we believe it. And we're coming back and we're keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. And during that time, you could have had a parent that did not have you circumcised. But we're coming back. Respect that brother, man, that got that mark on him from his heathenistic parents. All right? Let that brother come back, man. You can come back, brother. And let's keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Circumcised or uncircumcised, all right? It's all right. It's not your fault. They have seen no prophets, yet they shall call their sins to remembrance and acknowledge them. Verse 37. I think this is the last verse. I take to witness the grace of the people to come, whose little ones rejoice in gladness. And though they have not seen me with their bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the thing that I say. Barakatah Yahweh, you have a shot, man. Barakatah Yahweh, you have a shot, man. All praise to the Most High in Christ. We get to come back. But that circumcision was forsaken. The Lord said, I don't give a shit about none of that. Circumcision ain't shit if you ain't keeping the commandments. Let's go over here to the next thing. First Maccabees. You need the Apocrypha. You need the Apocrypha. I just want to keep saying it. So, brothers, man, this is First Maccabees, the first chapter. First Maccabees, the first chapter, the 14th verse. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen. All right. So like a gym. They built a gym. You know how them damn wicked ass heathen walk around in that mud naked and shit and just weird as hell. I'm gonna tell you right now. I got my own gym. I don't even go to the gym no more. It's too much ass in that motherfucker for me. You sitting there, getting your workout on, and then big booty Judy just walk right past you. I'm a man. I'm being real with y'all. I'm like, I'm going home. I'm going home, man. I'm going to go home and do my workout, man. Because damn, Lord in Christ. All right. Verse 15. And made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief. I showed you an example where you're wicked if you're circumcised. And this is an example of being wicked and making yourself uncircumcised. How do you make yourself uncircumcised if you already circumcised? You stop circumcising your children. It's all good, man. Circumcision ain't shit. Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments is the shit. All right? It's not your fault. You were not circumcised. It's your parents' fault. Your parents are the ones who are heathenistic custom. Then it's all right. All right? Keep the Passover. You can keep it. Keep it under Christ. All right? We are worthy of death. You can keep the Passover too. All right? You're compelled to get circumcised, get circumcised. You're not compelled to get circumcised, don't get circumcised. Either way, you're good. All right? That's what the book say. All right? Let's see. Do I need to do anything else? Nope, I don't want to do that again. I'm about to end it. I'm just going to end it right now. I'm going to the last couple of precepts. I'm just going to agree. I don't need to do that other one. I don't need to do the other. I'm just going to do this one right here. We're going to do Romans It's the last precept of this lesson. Romans 2:29. This is the conclusion of this whole lesson. All right. The conclusion of this whole lesson is right here. But he is a Jew, which is one inwardly. Everything that your parents taught you, Christmas, Santa Claus, go out and sow your royal oats. You know, if you really watch Coming to America, his parents told him to go to America and smash as many women as you can, because when you come back, you're gonna get married. If you think about it, that was his goal. But he went and found Lisa. Like, Lord Christ. If you think about it, you know, I know they did the new one and they showed him actually doing that, but in the original one, he wasn't doing all of that, you know, in the original movie. So I'm talking about the original Coming to America, right? And when he was there, he didn't want a woman that just did his every command. You know what I mean? Like, you know, what kind of food do you like? Whatever kind of food do you like? Nah, like, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you want that kind of woman, I can't tell you. No, that's your preference. That's your preference. I need a woman that can think. I need a helpmeet. That's what I need. I need to, like if I like we decorating our house. We decorating our house, Israel, and my taste is horrible. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. My taste is horrible, but my wife's taste is so damn exquisite. Oh, she got the best damn taste ever. And when I suggest something, she'll say like, "Nah, baby, that ain't. I don't like that." She ain't just, "Yeah, baby, whatever kind of sofa it is that you like." I need that help, man. I need her to help me. I need her to help me. Whatever my flaw is, she helps me. Whatever her flaw is, I help her. And that's how this thing works. But in that movie, that's what Eddie Murphy wanted. He wanted a woman that could think for herself, help him do all that. And he went and found Lisa because his parents were trying to get him to go and just sow your royals. He was looking for a woman, not a bunch of them. That's how you know you can be one inwardly, even though people are telling you to do things wrong. You be a Jew. You be a Jew. Even though others are trying to tell you not to be one. Be a heathen. Keep Christmas. Do this, do that. Go to the club with me, man. We're going to turn up. I'm going to turn up for the Lord, man. Turn up for the Lord, all right? Which is one inwardly, and circumcision is that of the heart. Be circumcised here in your mind. Be circumcised in your mind, and then that is going to show forth outwardly. Clean the inside of the cup, not the outside. Fuck the outside, man. Like, there's a woman right now that can walk right past you, and I'm talking, she's not the prettiest thing on the planet. But that her soul, that spirit she got, it illuminates beyond the stars. And you can recognize it. And as a man, you'd be like, man, I wish she was beautiful, man. Because that spirit she got on her is just intoxicating. And I wish I could have her as my lady. But I'm looking at her and I can't get past the outward image of her. I can't get past it. Some brothers get past that outward image and they got the best household in America. The best household on the planet, the best household in Israel, the best household in Jerusalem, wherever the fuck you at. This is Babylon. America's Babylon, by the way. Wherever you're at, that man that got that woman that may not be the most beautiful thing, he's happy as shit at home because of that spirit she got inwardly. Telling you, man, it ain't nothing better than somebody who has a mindset on being a good person, being a great person. And you be a great person with the laws, statutes, and commandments through the spirit and the help of Yahweh Shai through his father. Well, from his father through him. All right, keep going. And the spirit, okay, I'm sorry, which is one inwardly, and circumcision is that of the heart and the spirit and not the letter. Genesis 17 chapter, yep, it exists. Leviticus the 12th chapter, yep, it exists. Get circumcised on the 8th day. I'm telling you, go if you're having a man child, get that child circumcised on the 8th day. Listen, I'm saying it. Get that child circumcised on the 8th day. Raise him in the customs of being an Israelite through the Spirit. Genuinely, not just because of the letter. You're being an Israelite genuinely, man. I see a brother and I love him just because he's an Israelite. I'm not going to see him and say fuck him because he's an Israelite. Because blacks, Hispanics, and American Indians, you see each other and you hate each other immediately. Let's change that. See your brother and love him immediately. I went to Memphis. Woo! Woo! It is hard to be in Memphis with niggas. Oh, them niggas are the most, like, they just ready to fight immediately. Like, before they look at you with this, like, with the hold on, with the this face. Can I take your order? Like, like, damn. Like, I mean, you can't be like, hey, how you doing? What would you like today? I'm at work. I'm here. This is what I'm here to do. What would you like today? No. You here to eat? What you want? Like, that, I had to, like, I felt something that I ain't felt in a long time. I was like, nigga, man, these niggas here, we need to step outside. So I'm telling you, man, let's not look at each other like that. Let's look at each other like brothers again, man. Whose praise is not okay, yeah. I'm gonna read this one more time because I keep talking as I but he is a Jew, which is one inwardly, and the circumcision is that of the heart, and the spirit is not in the letter, whose praise is not of him, but of God. Keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Circumcision ain't shit. And with that, I'll say Yahweh Shem Barakatah or Barakatam. Yahweh Shema Alatah by Shem Yahweh. Love y'all so much, Israel. Y'all love each other, all right? Shalom.